Last week, BTV host Jake Keeler spent 3 awesome days in Denver, Colorado, attending the Great American Beer Festival. Ding! Yeah! His co-host, Michael Dawson, did not. Boop! Wah, 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 wah. These are their stories. Junk, junk.
Where's Brewing TV?
Oh, it's going to Denver. It's gone, man.
Juno, do you have anything to add to that?
Screw Brewing TV, going to GABF, baby.
Yeah!
Later, suckers.
And with that, some of BTV's closest homies jetted from the Twin Cities to Denver, where nearly 50,000 beer lovers were waiting to get inside the 2010 Great American Beer Festival. This line blew my mind. I could not believe how many people were waiting to get into this festival. It almost resembled a Fish concert, but there was a lack of patchouli and tie-dye. Nope, they came from all over the country to get their hands on the best of the best. The line ended with a woman who apparently doesn't watch much Brewing TV, but probably does go to Fish concerts.
Hi! I know this man. Ben?
So, you're at the Great American Beer Festival. What are the breweries that you're looking forward to checking out?
I'm from Delaware, so I'm looking forward to Dogfish Head.
Dogfish Head?
I'm still looking to find my favorite.
I'll represent Trinity, Colorado Springs.
All right. You, sir?
It's our first time here. We're just going to check it out and see what we find.
That's a good answer. How about you guys?
Shiner.
No, Shiner.
Shiner.
Ooh, that's
Shiner,
Texas.
Inside, Northern Brewer was among the dozens of vendors getting their booths ready for the onslaught of beer dorks. There were thousands of volunteers getting their assignments and almost as nearly as many brewery t-shirts. The amount of time, resources, and capital that went into making this event truly is amazing. With everyone in place, it was time to let the madness begin. Lines were beginning to form at some of the hottest breweries.
Oh, it's not that good. Come on. Hey guys, what's going on? Then I found the only homeless man to make it inside the event.
Hi, Jake.
Hi, Justin.
Hi, guys from Brewing TV.
Yeah,
What's happening?
not much.
I like that they gave you the small camera, Jake. They didn't trust you with the big camera?
No. Hey, look, it's JP.
Hi. I didn't see you there. Welcome to our booth.
Wow. Hi, guys.
Day 1. Catching up with old friends and making some new ones. I ran into Rodney, who ended up winning Longshot again this year. Congrats, Rodney.
Crazy piece of. Can we beep this out? Can I beep what I'm going to say?
all you want.
Can I beep? Can I?
You don't have to self-beep. We'll beep it later.
Hey, don't.
All right, it's the end of the first night.
We survived. I would say we thrived.
Dry Dock Brewing Company!
All right, Heyward, we are at the White Labs after party at Rock Bottom. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I thought I was going to say that. We definitely are at the White Labs after party. It's a brewer's party, a brewer's reception.
Yeah.
So the more you look around, the more you might see some brewers recepting.
Can I get a beer?
Yeah. We have a Kolsch, Belgian double, or an IPA.
Kolsch.
Yes, we brew all of them in-house.
Day 2. Judging continues. While they let me inside the room where the stewards were loading up their trays with entries, no one was allowed inside the judging room. So mysterious, like a David Lynch movie. But hey, check this out. I found another homeless guy. This one happens to know a thing or two about evaluating craft beer and homebrew.
I think they're very similar. I think, you're judging beer quality. That's the critical thing. A lot of people think that judging is about, is this beer fit in the style and how close is it to style?
Right.
And that's the most important thing. And for me, that's almost meaningless. The critical point is the quality of the brewing. How well is the beer made?
Yeah.
Is, number one. how great a job did the brewer do, and that shows itself in drinkability and the perhaps defects in beers, things like that. I think most judges are dialed into that. They're looking for high quality beer. I think a lot of commercial brewers get inspiration from home brewers.
Yeah.
The home brewers are bringing stuff around, or commercial brewers are. A lot of commercial brewers I know, they like to judge homebrew competitions because they find some creative things that are happening and they find it's interesting. Not that they're trying to take anything from anybody, but they're trying to expand their horizons.
Having been properly schooled by Jamil, it was time to head back into the hall, where yet another crazy long line was already forming for New Glarus.
So you're the first in line for New Glarus tonight on Friday. Why did you pick New Glarus?
Because we missed it last night.
You missed it last night?
Want to try the raspberry tart, yes.
Raspberry tart? Why New Glarus?
Nope.
You won't even turn around. He's not even going to show his face. He's probably from Illinois. How about you guys?
Where are you from? Brewing TV, okay.
Yeah.
But, frankly, I just want to beat the crowd here.
Yeah.
This line's going to be out and down. A couple years ago on a Saturday morning session, I counted 93 people standing in this line.
Wow.
So, why New Glarus? Because I want to get here before I have to stand in for 20 minutes to get a beer.
Right on. Cheers to that.
Oh, that should give me the Heisman for a second there.
Reggie Bush gave it back. I took it. You're now near the end of the line, but I'm sure you'll be at the front of the line at some point.
Oh, yeah.
Why New Glarus?
I've heard a lot of great things about them. Haven't ever had any of their beers, so better get in here early.
There you go.
I get some of it before everybody else gets in here.
All this talking and thinking about beer made me think I needed a beer myself. Something new, St. Arnold's from Houston, Texas. And something more familiar, Fitger's from Duluth, Minnesota, my backyard. After all this running around, I needed a break. Plus, I needed some food. So I headed to the Farm to Table event, which pairs chefs with breweries. My favorite pairings contain meat in the food and alcohol in the beer. So if it had meat and it had alcohol, I was good to go.
Imperial Pilsner, man.
Sweet.
Once again, things were going bonkers back in the hall.
Summer Shandy.
Favorite beer, is that the question?
Yeah.
The 1800 from Town Hall.
Woo! That's what I like.
Go Midwest beers!
All right. What does a man with this kind of outfit look for at a beer fest?
Belgian Whites.
Belgian Whites, very specific.
Check it out. A dude on a ball. Eventually, I got bored, so I started pulling some pranks. The old fake dropped glass bit. As day 2 was coming to an end, I couldn't help but think what Dawson and Chip were getting into back at home.
Welcome to Brewing TV. I'm your host, Michael Dawson. I'm not in Denver, as you can see. Jake's at the GABF. Guess I'm brewing all by myself. Let's mash in. All right, seriously, I'm pretty happy Keeler's not here because it's kind of a cloudy Friday afternoon, but it puts me in the mood for a Pacific Northwest kind of beer, kind of a hop soup India red ale. Got Maris Otter. We're using about 10% German crystal malt and a little bit of Carafa for color. That's gonna make it red. And it's gonna be hop bursted out the yin yang with recently acquired Centennials. feel like I'm canoeing through a very fragrant, malty swamp. Not getting anywhere. Oh, there's holes in the paddle, that's why.
It's 9:22 where Jake's at. What do you think he's doing?
Still drunk from last night? He's probably having a really good time in the rooftop pool. Mile High City. Whatever. We got more oxygen here. Yeah, breathe that oxygen. That's thick air right there. Ah, man, I'm glad I'm not at the GABF. Citizens, examine a man's fingernails when you meet him, because that is how you will know a homebrew videographer when you see him. There'll be lupulin under his fingernails from packaging his own hops. You are the lonely one. Welcome. I've hit my mash out temperature. Almost. It's time to move the sparge water up to the hot liquor tank. The previous incarnation, the much jankier previous incarnation of my 10-gallon all-grain system, already had a pump. So when I got the TopTier, I built that into the system. I've got 2 burners, one so I can direct fire the mash tun for multiple temperature mashes and stuff like that, and easier to hit mash out. I heat my sparge water in the boil kettle on the second burner, and then I can use my pump to pump it up to the hot liquor tank, which just sits on a shelf. Shelves are cheaper than the burners. It saved me a little bit of money on the TopTier, which is awesome, by the way. I really love it. I saved up for about a year to get this. Pretty fun, but I wish I had some more friends to brew with today. You don't have any friends. But Jake's my friend. Jake went to the Great American Beer Festival without you. He left you here in the rain. What? At least I get to brew with hops, my own hops, that I grew myself. They're mine. Those hops are mine. Jake picked them for me. No, Jake picked those for me. I'm gonna go call him. You do that. First word hopping. 1 ounce, homegrown Centennials. What I'm aiming for in this beer is a tremendous amount of hop flavor and aroma. Most of the bitterness is going to come from late additions, so kind of double up on usage of those hops. Hang on. Don't let the sparge run dry. Evil Dawson will come back out and yell at me. But so first word hopping will give you bitterness, and the acids and aromatics of the hops will interact with the low pH, high gravity first runnings of the sparge and contribute some aroma as well that won't be driven off during the boil. I gotta get my chiller attached. hot burst this thing now. Got 4 ounces of backyard Centennial going in. Yeah, 20 minutes before the end of the boil. Never mind that little bit. I've managed to entertain myself pretty well, despite the fact I was not invited to the GABF. Maybe next year. All for Brew, Brew for me. I want to show you folks one of the key features of the TopTier brewing system, the utility shelf. I miss you too, Jake. It's really good to hear your voice. But that's it? Fine.
We had you on video last night so people could be, where's Dawson? Where's Dawson? He's on the TV. All right, guys.
Peace out, Jake.
All right, guys. See ya. Bye.
Just in time to make me late for my second to the last edition. Good talking to you, Keeler. Whirl flock, some more Centennial, Citra, Strisselspalt, Autumn. Oh, dude, it froze itself to the concrete. What? Yeah, there's ice there. Dudes, we are just about to run out of propane. The boil is getting real tepid, but we've only got like 3.5 minutes to go. Will the tank last? Dum dum dum! Will Chip's beer last? Nope. Citizens, we've got just a pitiful little flame at the very end of our propane tank, but it lasted. It held out for the flame out edition, which I use the term sometime in the recipes on the site, flame out, shut down, 0 minutes. It's all basically the same thing, just in case you were wondering. The burner's off. Haven't started chilling. And I'm adding Amarillo and Simcoe. In case you couldn't tell, we were kind of cleaning out the freezer today. Ooh, yeah, that's good hop soup. Well, it was kind of like 100 years of solitude. Except it was more like 4 hours of solitude. And I'm so good at talking to myself, it's like I wasn't even alone. Turned out to be a pretty good brew day. Thanks for sticking with me. Recipes online at brewingtv.com. Let's check in with Jake from the GABF. Until next time, all for Brew, Brew for all. Dancing by myself, oh, 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 dancing by myself. With my hot bursted IPA and my Terminator chiller, I'm dancing by myself, oh, 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 dancing by myself, oh, oh, oh.
Hello, Brewing TV viewers. We're here on day 3 of the Great American Beer Festival. In just minutes from now, they're going to open up the doors to the members-only session, open to BA and AHA members. It's also the time when they announce the winners of the competition. So we're going to get up here with all the brewers, find out who wins the medals, and then make the mad rush to their booth to drink those beers. Should be fun.
You know, one of the most valuable things that I've heard from brewers throughout the years is experiencing the enthusiasm, the passion, and the spirit that's here in this hall, and experiencing it firsthand and being able to take that spirit back home with them to their communities. So remember that, whether you win or lose, it's an experience that we all actually win with.
And the gold medal goes to
Red Velvet, Eagle Rock Brewery, Los Angeles, California. Brewmaster, Eagle Rock Brew Team. AHA member, Donnie Hummel.
What's it feel like, guys?
That's great.
Yeah?
It's a heck of a feeling.
Yeah?
A heck of a feeling.
Anything to add to that? How does it feel?
Oh, good.
Yeah?
It's heavy.
It's heavy. It's a good weight, right?
It's a great weight.
Congratulations.
The bronze goes to Red Poppy, The Lost Abbey, San Marcos, California. The silver to Eric's Ale, New Belgium Brewing Company, Fort Collins, Colorado. And the gold to Brute, Ithaca Beer Company, Ithaca, New York.
Video our video. This is what we do. Yes. Just gone into 3 different dimensions.
That's right.
Stream that live to Brewing TV right now.
Yeah.
And then we'll put it up on our monitor. It'll be great. Great infinite loop.
Wood and barrel aged strong stout with 34 entries. The bronze goes to Bourbon County brand stout, Goose Island Beer Company, Chicago, Illinois. The silver to Remy, Taps Fish House and Brewery, Brea, California. And the gold to Bourbon Barrel Aged Sexual Chocolate Imperial Stout, Foothills Brewing, Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
All right, Juno, where are we going here?
We're going to go to AC Gold, and I hear they have a lot of award-winning brews that they won in the GABF today, so we're going to try them out.
Sweet. Well, let's give that a try.
Yeah. You're filming every beer that's poured?
Not every beer, just the ones that are winning awards. Oh, sorry, let me get a second. So how's it feel to take home some bling?
It's very good, very good. That's what everybody likes, right? So it's good. It was really fun.
Welcome to the end of the split episode. Jake's at the GABF, Chip and Mike are at home in St. Paul. I hope they had a good time. I know I've been slaving away at this festival, shooting video, getting interviews, drinking all these beers. It's been tough, but alas, it comes to an end. So, until next week, all for Brew.
And brew for all.
Woo!
Well, thanks for doing nothing. It was almost literally the least I could do. We got along just fine without Jake, didn't we? No, I thought we got along just fine without him. Who needs him and his tattoos? You and me, we can run these episodes ourselves.
Hey, we're here because we want to support everybody who's designated drivers. You get stuff for you. Everybody else has got beer. We're not getting drunk here. They're pouring 1-ounce samples of Tommy Knocker root beer and Orange Dream. I'm flipping pissed off, man. I was over there, first of all, this is all I've got anyway. And they only fill it up like, give me a break.
You can't deal with a shot of root beer, I guess. I mean, this guy is livid. I don't know what we're going to do with him. We're going to have to hose him down.